Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. How is everyone doing? Dude, down in a hole. Feeling so small. Oh God, Eve. Oh God, not Eve. Oh, not Eve. You called me stupid over sandwiches? I don't remember it happening, but apology accepted, my friend. It sounds like maybe you're just having a bad day or whatever. You know, we all have a bad day. Had a bad day, yeah. Stoned and chilling is the vibe tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of in a hole. So, it's been a while since I played Eve. I'm in my favorite ship doing some exploration, and I realized that a lot of things have changed. And now my ship's cargo hold really doesn't hold much loot. My favorite ship in the game, they're really trying to like feed me into this new exploration-based ship that's really expensive, which I guess I'm gonna have to get because my ship just won't hold enough crap anymore. They've changed all this stuff that you get from exploration, and my cargo hold is just tiny, I guess, too tiny to do it. So I'm stuck deep in wormhole space, and really the only thing I can do now is get the fuck out. So I'm just gonna be scanning down wormholes and like blah 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 blah. So there probably won't be much else going on other than that. I'm probably gonna roll a joint before I get started in earnest on any of that, though. Because yeah, I mean, the idea is get out of the wormhole, get out of wormhole space into normal space again, and then do the long haul back home, and then look at how much it's gonna fucking cost me to buy a ship that can actually do this kind of content, because they've changed it. And Astero's hold is only 210 M3 by default. Really? See, I just kind of assumed, because like the crowd, like I used to be able to do this for hours in my cheetah, and I did one site and filled my whole cargo hold. So I guess I just can't fucking explore anymore. There's no way that I'm gonna fucking go on this long ass fucking exploration trip to do one site and fill my shit. Like, how many M3 do I have on this? 200. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. So anyway, I guess I just gotta get myself dislodged from wormhole space, and then the only thing I can do now is mine. Yeah, look at all this crap. Look, my shit is at 195 out of 200, and you know, here's the crap that I pulled out of the one site, and that's it. That's all that will fit. I'm not like loaded down with anything else. I got some, it's not this carbon, right? Yeah, no, this carbon doesn't even have a fucking size. I mean, there's nothing in my hold except for this crap. 10 M3 a piece, 30 M3 a piece, 10 M3 a piece. This stuff used to be like fractions of a cubic meter. Yeah, this shit here came out of like a ghost site, a ghost relic site. So it's probably pretty expensive, or like on the bigger side maybe. Does Eve have really bad power creep? Nah, not really. I mean, kinda, but nah. I guess it depends on what you want to do. Eve's too complex to kind of like wrap up like a normal game. Anyway, I'm just gonna roll a joint here. By the way, I'm perfectly safe in this ship that I'm in. It's one of the reasons I like flying it, is because it's one of the hardest ships in Eve to lose. It's a very specialized ship called a cheetah, and it's meant to be fast and invisible. Yeah, I haven't gotten any of those types of shit out of a relic site before, so I don't know what I did. I went into like I think it was a ghost relic site or some shit. Not true with the additions of observatories. And yeah, see, I don't know. Like, I don't play Eve at the high level that a lot of people played at. I never have. I've played Eve for a long time, but I don't do like the. I really don't have a whole lot of experience with like the end game stuff or whatever. I just kind of play to have fun. I do mining and exploration. You know, solo shit. But yeah, and the cargo that's in my cargo hold now is worth roughly around the same amount as the ship I'm in. So I'd like to get it the fuck out of here. I mean, I'm perfectly safe now anyway. I'm moving at 743 meters a second, and I'm cloaked in a wormhole. Who knows where? You know? Somebody wants to come find me and blow me up. I guess that'll be kind of fun, but we'll see what happens. This game looks hard. I'm dumb. It's not a hard game. It's just a fiddly game. Like, you gotta learn its little systems and this, that, and the other thing. But yeah, I guess I can pull this shit over here. This is the shit that I'm carrying. This one alone is worth 5 million ISK. Jesus. So yeah, I want to get out. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Get out of this wormhole. It's very ominous music in this particular wormhole. Very ominous indeed. Gabriel Byrne reminds you of a discount Liam Neeson. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, seriously, why is it so ominous, bro? I'm very safe. Just keep telling myself that. Ever heard of Project Nova? It's an FPS in the Eve universe. Didn't they already? Yeah, I don't know if it was called Project Nova. They already did that. They made this FPS that was supposed to integrate with the stuff that you did in Eve. So you're supposed to be able to, like, you know, like as a pilot control like teams of people that were playing the other game or whatever. And I don't know if that ever got integrated or whatever. But I remember playing that FPS and going like, pfft, nobody's gonna play this. Dust 514 for PS3. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes, that's a big yikes. But yeah, I don't know, like, I guess I wandered into a place where I wasn't supposed to be, and harvested some really, like, some T3 materials instead of just like salvage. So I gotta get the fuck out and put this stuff in my bank. Project Nova was supposed to be the new one. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, it's a really neat idea. It would be a really cool idea to take a game like this and, you know, expand it over multiple games, but have them all in the same universe. So, you know, like the pilots go after the fucking planets, and then on the planets are people playing the fucking game, and the pilots kind of benefit and the people benefit. I don't know. It'd be fun. It's a great idea. I don't know if it's actually doable for this game. Star Citizen is so broken. I got the ship that costs 100,000 real dollars for free due to a glitch with the free fly event. Something tells me you're not going to get to hold on to that. Something tells me the first time you flex that in game, somebody's going to take it from you. But whatever. Is Eve worth getting back to? I come back to it all, you know, here, there, and everywhere. It's just one of those games, like, I'm not going to tell you whether it's worth to come back to. Because, like, that's a different, it depends on how you feel about the game and shit. Expanding Eve. I mean, they really need to be working on like Eve 2 or some shit. Like this game is over. Isn't it coming up on 20 years old now? 15 something years old at least. I mean, they really ought to be working on a new engine and a new push. You know, take all the lessons that they've learned from this and give us a new fucking experience. Because like every time I log back into this fucking thing, they change it in a way that like it doesn't make any sense, because I have such a fucking like solo play style, and they'll change shit that fucks me up, and it's like, why? Like what? Like I'm not breaking the economy doing what I'm doing. I'm not making an absurd amount of money doing what I'm doing. I'm highly specialized. I make a decent amount of fucking in-game money doing what I do, and then every time I log in, I have to relearn how to do something or fucking change up the way I do shit. It's like they're just monkeying with this game too much. Is there another world setting you'd like to see? What? A player ran world? I don't know. Yeah, it's older than World of Warcraft for sure. I played this game well before WoW, so it's way older than WoW. Anyway, all right, we got a J going. I'm gonna do some scan. All right. Warp drive active. So unfortunately, can't really do anything like I was saying other than look for these wormholes. So any other type of scan signature, we're just gonna skip. And it looks like I've already got this one scanned down, wormhole out. And then what do I got here? A wormhole in. All right. It looks like I already might have a couple of wormholes marked off here. So let me just warp here. Let me warp to this little bookmark that I have active and see. Do you think an MMO game could be made around the Lovecraft mythos? Yeah, dude, for sure. Absolutely. You could make an awesome, like, detective-based kind of, like, HP Lovecraft style game. Exploration, like, there was this game, The Secret World, that was an MMO that was kind of like that. So is there a wormhole here, or is it closed? All right, it's closed. So my wormhole is a gone. Oh no. Okay, let's scan some shit down. Have you played the Star Trek game? Yeah, I played it a little bit. I'm really 100% not interested in it at all. Not my kind of game. I feel like a Lovecraft game would just evolve into Resident Evil style jump scares. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think it could be good. It would just need like a well-crafted world with a lot of different options in it. You know, a lot of different like Lovecraftian type of stuff to do, and yeah, that's all it would take. Somebody that gave a little bit of a shit. Secret Worlds is pretty fun, just no end game. Yeah, it was very much based around like a secret societies, and like you got to be a member of the Templars or whatever the fuck. It's pretty fun. Definitely had like a Lovecraftian vibe to it, if I remember correctly. They could do some cool things with like a sanity meter, I think, in a Lovecraft game, don't you think? Do you think they could like really make like a sanity meter, something that was really cool in that game? Like maybe like you don't know when your sanity meter is going down, so like you can't rely on yourself to know what's real and what's a hallucination, and you know, your friends might be hallucinating too. They might be like hallucinating and not seeing the danger or whatever. I don't know. It looks like this wormhole is also gone, so I'll just remove it. All right, so there's one wormhole. I'm tempted to just barrel through it. See if I can get the fuck out of this chain of wormholes. So maybe that'll be what we do. Just as soon as I find a fucking wormhole, we'll go to it. Jump through it, get to the other side until we get to a decent, you know, exit into hopefully high sec, but if we go into low sec, I'm not too worried about it. I don't know about sanity meters. In all games I played, it had, that was just some stuff on the screen, nothing interesting. I don't know, man. You never did you ever play fucking, what was it, Eternal Darkness for the GameCube? Eternal Darkness on the Cube was very much that type of game. Like you would have like your sanity meter would go down as you went through shit, and then crazy stuff would happen. Like it would look like the game got restarted or whatever. It would like delete your save. Green hell. Yeah, dude, Eternal Darkness was awesome. And definitely like had that Cthulhu mythos thing going to it as well. All right. So just another fucking wormhole. Another fucking wormhole with an, all right, let me mark my spot. Let's say wormhole out. We'll just keep my normal naming scheme with it. And then I guess we'll just kind of like bloop, bloop. Launch our fucking probes. Go inviso. And just kind of like hang out at a planet, I guess, until we... Scan down another hole, do a barrel roll. Yeah, I can't really do that. I wish you could. They need to add a barrel roll button. All these years. Do you think about Star Fox 64? Not much. I didn't have a Nintendo 64, and yeah, so I wasn't really all that into it. All right, let's see here. Class 2 wormhole, C6, and null statics. Thank you. It's a class 2. That means I would usually be really excited to have found this wormhole. But since I have no room to do anything fun, I'm not really all that excited to have found this wormhole. I just want to get the fuck out. But class 2 means I'm probably heading in the right direction, because I think that last one I was in was like a C3, I want to say. Dude, GameCube was a fucking amazing console. Fuck good console. Fuck a good console. GameCube was like an almost utterly unique, great game console. I wish it was still a thing. I wish Nintendo had continued going the GameCube route. You know what I mean? You can't play this on Xbox, dude. No way. I'm fine with being in the ass end of Null. I'm in a cheetah. This is like one of the fastest warping ships that you can conceivably own. Like, there are faster ones, but they're incredibly expensive, like, you know, like specialty ships and shit. Like, fuck that. This is like one of the fastest warping ships that you can own. So even if it dumps me in the ass end of Null, it's like a 60 jumps. I could probably do 60 jumps in half an hour. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It'll spit me out. I mean, it might just spit me out across the galaxy from where I'm at. And if that happens, I might just like jump back into wormhole space and roll the dice again until I get dumped out somewhere like 20 or 30, you know, jumps from home. It'll happen. You just gotta have faith. Man, this is a real tough wormhole here. So I know this one here is this wormhole that I marked, so I don't have to scan it down. And like I said, I'm just going to go to these wormholes when I'm done. Jump through them. 60 jumps, then get caught in a bubble camp. Last jump into Empire. Dude, aren't Covops frigates immune from fucking warp bubbles? They used to be. If I'm not mistaken, Covops frigates can't be caught in warp bubbles. Or maybe I'm thinking of an like interceptors. I can fly those too. Oh God. The eye of the devil. Through we go. Only if you have the interdiction nullifier. Yeah, I don't have that. But I mean, even if I get caught in a bubble camp, I'm cloaky and I'm fast. There's a good chance I fucking dodge out of it. I've been playing long enough to maybe dodge a bubble camp or two. All right. Yeah, so this shat me out. All right, cool. Yeah, get me out of here. Get me the fuck out. And there's one dude in local. So now I'm in a 0.3. Let's see how far from home I am. You want to do that? Set destination. Oof. That looks like a lot of jumps. It's actually not that bad. How many is this? 49 jumps. Okay. Yep. 60 jumps in half an hour is what I said I could do. Pretty sure we can do that. So let's do it. Looks like we are like what, 8 jumps, 9, 10 maybe jumps through low sec before we get back into high. And here's going to be my more dangerous systems. So this 0.1 into 0.5 is going to be where there's a bubble camp, if there is one. I can actually take a look and see along my route like what the kills per hour. Yeah, ships destroyed in the last hour. And as you can see, there's been no ships destroyed in this pipeline here, which this is head GP. I've actually used this a bunch of times. So this is quite often camped, but there have been no ships killed in the last half hour in head GP, or the last hour. So I think we're okay. But that does definitely give somebody who wants to try and hunt me down and bubble me up a little head start. So I'm going to go ahead and try and be quick here. We're just going to slip out. We're going to slip out unnoticed like we were never even here with the bag. Running for preferred safe or preferred shortest. I usually run preferred shortest, and then if my route is safe, then I don't worry about it. And then if my route is really unsafe, I'll do preferred safe. So this is a pretty long chain of jumps for me, but not as long as it could have been, and it'll get me home.
Warp drive active.
You just got to be careful and quiet and quick. Did you ever play Dark Light Conflict? Nope. How in the hell did you get that far anyway? Wormholes. wormholes, buddy. They're like shortcuts across the galaxy. So I went into a wormhole somewhere near my home system, and it dumped me out, 60 jumps away when I finally got out. Thanks, Close Off, for the $5 and the little angry Shiba Inu dog. Has got a big scar on his face. Probably means he was abused by his owner. I want to know what bastard owned that Shiba.
Warp drive active.
Excuse me. Secret Island of Dr. Quandary on floppy disk. Dude, where are you from? Are you from now?
Warp drive active.
Man, these little like low sec systems with one person sitting in them are so sussy to me. Like when I warp into these systems and there's just like one person sitting in here, I know they feel the same way about me too. They're like looking at local going, who the fuck is this kid? I'm looking at local going, man, I just don't want, I hope I don't bump into you fucking anywhere. See, this is what I prefer, being fucking alone. There's nobody in the system but me. That makes Paul a happy camper. I need to exclude some of this fucking crap off of my general overview. It's too much crap. Too much crap.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't need to remove rec from overview, yes. And remove infrastructure hub from overview and remove territorial claims unit from overview. Right. Okay. We're good. All right, it's all going pretty swimmingly. All of Null, most of Null excluding Delve is pretty much dead. So my plan is to fucking do like 0-0 exploration, like null sec exploration or whatever. So I want to find a really quiet, empty 0-0 area, get an Astero fitted out, and just kind of do exploration, because I've heard that that's better than doing wormhole exploration now. Which kind of makes me sad, because I really like the wormhole mechanic and everything, but I guess I won't be doing that anymore.
Drive active.
You're from 1985? Cool, dude. I'm from 1980. Played EVE Online for like 8 years straight. Yeah, I've played it on and off since it released. have fun with it, you know. It's a pretty chill game, honestly, for what it is. I mean, it seems pretty tense, but it's pretty chill. This is EVE Online. And what I'm doing right now is not really all that recommended, by the way. If you're gonna like play this game and stream, I know there's not a lot of people watching me right now, but if there were like a couple hundred people watching me and this was labeled as like an EVE stream and everything, there'd be a good chance that somebody very bored would be on their way to blow me up. In fact, they might be. Somebody might be like setting up camp in Head GP right now. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, even when you're in safe parts of space too, you can get yourself sniped. So it's kind of sad. It makes this game kind of dangerous to stream. I would need to cover up a whole lot more of the screen than I have covered up to make it safe.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. I've been sus of Terminal. Terminal knows too much. You know what I mean? He like knows too much about Eve, and he's probably been hunting me since this started, man. He's probably been trying to get a gank squad put together with him and his fucking bros. Dude, they're out here ganking. That's what they do. But luckily I'm in a cheetah, so if they catch me, it's GG's, because they caught one of the hardest ships to catch in Eve. And I don't really lose much, you know what I mean? I do lose double the value of my ship because I've got a cargo hold full of Tech 3 materials and shit, so that kind of sucks. But then I'm not Eve rich, but I'm Eve well off. I'm not a billionaire. I have been a billionaire in Eve, but I'm not a billionaire anymore. I'm 100 millionaire in Eve. All right. This is the sus jump. We're jumping into Head GP now. So if there's gonna be a gate camp, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna warp to 100 kilometers of the planet first to give me a different warp vector than coming straight from here. So you can see how this is this is taking me off axis from my from the gate that I jumped into, which means that there's a good chance I could dodge a warp bubble, even if there happen to be a salty warp bubble, which I don't think there is. There's nobody in fucking local, but you know what I mean. This is good practice. If you're in a system where you suspect there might be a warp bubble on a gate, you can you know. So this is the most dangerous jump here that I'm about to make. On the other side, if the other side of this gate is bubbled, which I don't think it's gonna be, but we'll see. We're gonna do the same thing in Head GP though. And let's see. There's nobody here. This is so crazy, man. This system used to always be filled to the brim with skullduggery. So fuck it, man. There's nobody in this system, so we're just gonna go straight for the fucking, and then once we're out of here, I mean, it's a gravy train with biscuit wheels to get home. It'll be tough with sub 2 second align. Tough to get a good bounce on regional gates though. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it doesn't super help you, but it does make it a little, like if somebody's lazy with their gate placement or whatever. I don't need to know. I'm not in trouble with EdenCom. You can see I've got really fast align. This character is specialized to fly interceptors and covert ops frigates. I mean, that's what I have most of my skill points chucked into anyhow, so. Did you try that new Elite Dangerous expansion? Huh? No, I have not. The one where you can like land on planets and get out and walk around and shit. I have not. But yeah, I get the feeling that this game is emptier and emptier every time I come back to it, and that kind of makes me sad. I think it's slowly hemorrhaging players. A lot of the players that you see online are people with their alts. So, you know, 10 of those players might be one dude with like 10 alts and he's using them all. So it's kind of sad to see this game like slowly but surely disappearing and not hearing any plans for CCP to try and keep it alive.
Warp drive active.
The scarcity era did its best to tank the player base, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of detached from a lot of the things that would affect like a really hardcore player of this game because I've always played pretty much alone. I don't really like playing with others in this game. I've done it. I don't really find it all that fun. I don't like fighting in this game. So I don't really like having guns and stuff. And so this kind of exploration stuff is really up my alley.
Warp drive active.
I mean, this is definitely like a really like, it's been going for a long time and it has no right, in my opinion, to look as good as it does for a game as old as it is. They've done a lot of graphical upgrades to it over the years. But ultimately, I think that right now, you know, people kind of want to hear about Eve 2 or some shit, you know, and it just doesn't seem to be happening. They seem to be just kind of deciding to limp along with this, which, you know, I mean, best of luck, I guess.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I don't really, I play fine with others. I just don't really feel like playing this game with others. This game is so chill and so relaxed and has such a vibe to it for me that, you know, the idea of like playing this game all hardcore with a whole gang of people, like as fun as I know that that can be for people, it just doesn't really, CCP got bought by Pearl Abyss. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. A game where you can lose stuff, those are over. Long may they live. I mean, yeah, you're probably right about that. This game, like, most people are gate kept out of this game the first time they lose everything they have. You know what I mean? And they realize that they don't respawn in the nearest station with all of their stuff intact. When they realize that they just lost the ship that they spent all that time fucking mining to save up for or whatever the fuck, and they've got to go buy another one. I think that you know, there's probably a good amount of people that just go like, well, fuck it at that point and just quit the game, you know. But you're almost guaranteed to get me not interested in a game pretty quickly if it doesn't have that kind of thing. Like, if there's nothing at stake, like this, I would not even be going through this if it wasn't possible, if not improbable, but possible for me to lose this whole shit. Like, even in these systems that are all, you know, green security status and shit, I could still get blown up. You know what I mean? I still risk myself being out here and about. No matter how alone I am. Dude, Asteros are up to 100 mil? Bruh. That's a $50 million ship all day at a profit. Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. And see, I'm not a rich guy. I can't just, like, I could buy a $100 million Astero. Yeah, no, that's a $50 million ship all day at a profit. Dude, they were 50 mil when they were, like, new. Like when the Astero dropped like 4 years ago or whatever the fuck, it was like $50 million or 60 mil. It's like at 100 mil now. Dude, that doesn't even make it worth me getting. Well, now that I know that it's not a cargo space issue, I could probably still use this ship for what I do. I'm telling you, I think that like the most profitable thing for me to do would be 0-0 exploration, but part of me thinks that it might just be sitting in a high sec belt and mining Veldspar. Just sick my fucking mining alt on the Veldspar and have this guy be the hauler, you know, and just park myself in an empty ass fucking high sec system and just suck asteroids till my eyeballs bleed. That's probably the best way to make money at this point. That's kind of sad for me. As a character with as many skill points as this one has, how many skill points does my character have? Is there a place where it says that? I would think that there would be, but I don't know where it is in the new UI. All the faction ships got dummy expensive. Why though? Oh, because scarcity, right?
Warp drive active.
Pulling. I mean, I don't know. It depends on your skills, man. Depends on like my mining alt has decent refining skills and decent, like really more than decent mining skills. So I could probably pull in like maybe 10 mil an hour sucking fucking, you know, just regular ore and high sec. On screen under skills. Oh, let's see. Skill. Oh yeah, 31 million. Yeah, that's a lot of skill points. It's not like shocking amount of skill points or whatever, but I've been playing a long time on and off, like I said. So I've got a character that can field a decent amount of stuff. Like mostly smaller stuff. You know, like you can see my shit is not really all that great here. I've got a lot of level 4 skills and gunnery. I mean, that lets me saddle up and shoot at stuff, but I'm not the best at gunnery. Same thing for missiles, you know what I mean? I can probably field a pretty decent little battleship, throw on some missiles, but I'm nowhere near, I'm not maxed out or anything in that. I don't know. I've got my shit is pretty spread around, but you can see I'm like heavily banked in scanning. Like as soon as exploration came out, it's what I wanted to do. In fact, I was doing exploration before there was exploration. Like back in the day, you used to scan down signatures or whatever the fuck. Dude, I'm gonna go straight to the Amar homeworld, huh? You got a cloak. I'm guessing you paid for a month. Or are they free now? No. Yeah, I don't play the free shit because like all the cool stuff I have requires you to not be free to play. So I don't do it. Yeah, it would be fucking stupid for me, like as a longtime player of this game who plays cloaky, to not. You know what I mean? I like mining and mining barges. You can't sit one of those, I don't think. I don't think you can fit tier 2 anything on an alpha clone, so. Yeah, it really does have a really pretty soundtrack. The soundscape has always been a part of this for me, playing this game. They removed the jukebox, I know, yeah.
Warp drive active.
I mean, some people, like, I don't know, dude. I was just instantly sucked into the idea of, and I really got it from playing with other people, too. You know, when I was a really brand new guy in this game, I joined this feeder corporation that, you know, was like a recruitment corporation for a big low-sec alliance, or I'm sorry, null-sec alliance. And we did some like little gang roam stuff into 0-0. And I got to be the scout one time. And I was really jazzed about it. I thought it was a really cool job, but I was ass out. You know, I was flying a Rifter, like just a normal fucking, you know, frigate. So no cloak. So if I get blown up, basically it was my job to tell the people that were 2 jumps behind me, like, hey, there's a gate camp on blah, 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 blah. Everybody turn around and go home. And I really liked the job. And so I remember talking with the dude that was helping to train me to do it. And he told me, oh yeah, man, you might like being a scout, you know, you cloak. And I was like, cloak? That's all he had to say. He's like, yeah, man, you could throw a cloak on. I was like, you fly around cloaked? Yeah. I was like, sold. That's what I want to do. And since then, that's been basically what I do. I have an alt character that I trained up to do mining because I really enjoy mining, honestly. I think it's a really chill, like, side thing to do in the game. Like, once I get back home, I might fit it up and like mine a little bit for you guys, or not for you guys, but rather than just sit around, since I'm not going to be going out and buying an Astero. Like, I had it in my head that I would, you know, 50 mil for an Astero. I'm not going to go out and drop $100 million. It's not going to happen tonight. Poop poop. What up, dog? Newbie tackle, best tackle. Yeah, I love tackling like in a gang. I love scouting. I love, you know, whatever. I love being 2 jumps ahead of the whole group and relaying information back and stuff. I've done it a few times. I've always wanted to do a stealth bomber, but you know, like pirating in a stealth bomber, like take a stealth bomber and go into like low sec and shoot torpedoes at people and blow them up before they even know I'm there. I've never done it.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. It would have been very nice of you to offer, but save your 100 mil. That's fucking crazy, bro. I wouldn't even want to fly that around now. I'm scared to even look at what the ship I'm in now. Like, what's a cheetah like fit out go for? Because I used to be able to replace this ship for like 20 mil, like fully fit, maybe 25 if I lost it. I bet this thing's probably worth like 50 now. Tech 2 isn't bad. Well, that's good. Maybe I just need to keep flying Tech 2 then. Like, I never really did get into mission running, and I've got a really badass fucking Hurricane fit out. I think I could probably do like up to level 3 missions or something in a Hurricane. Maybe I should try missioning. The faction ships and capitals that are insane. Yeah, it's kind of sad because I really want like this guy. Like, one of my visions for him, and he's got a lot of skill points in it too, is one of the things I dumped a lot of skill points into was like hauling, with an eyeball towards maybe getting like a fucking what you call it, like, I can't even remember what they're called. They're not arcs. What are they called? The big ass fucking capital haulers.
Warp drive active.
I always thought that would be really cool. I want that, and I love the way the Minmatar one looks too, so I was just gonna get it like a Minmatar fucking freighter. But yeah, a freighter is what I was looking for. $4 billion? Bro. That's not even fucking attainable for most people, man. That's just so stupid.
Warp drive active.
The look of the Amar ships. Yeah. I I always loved the look of the Minmatar ships. That's why I fly a Cheetah and not like, you know, one of the other Covops ships. I always like the kind of ramshackle, thrown together, you know, Space Hulk kind of look of the Minmatar ships. But, you know, I can see why you would be drawn to the golden ships. The sleek, you know, evil empire looking ships. I guess when I was a kid, I was just too much of a fan of like the X-Wings and stuff. I loved me an X-Wing when I was a kid. The Star Wars aesthetic, yeah. The Rebels. Yeah, I mean, we're just chewing through these jumps. You can see we had 60 jumps. We got 14 jumps left. I played a little bit of Dust 514. I think we were talking about it a little earlier. And I fucking laughed at that shit. That it was a horribly bad game. But if it was a good game, it would have been so cool. It would have been like such a cool way to tie these games together and expand Eve into another universe. I'm really sad that they're not going to make another one of these. You know what I mean? Because this is not like some of the other games that are being made. These like hyper simulation games like, you know, fucking not No Man's Sky, but fucking Elite Dangerous and... you know, that other one the good dude was bragging about getting one of the big ships in. This is a more tactical game. And thus, I think it allows it to be a way more expansive game. There's so many different types of ships and subtypes of ships and ways you can fit them in this game. There's really no archetypes. And you get to a certain point in those other games and a ship is a ship is a ship. I mean, yeah, you can fit it out a little different here and there for more money, but everybody's got the same options, and there's really not that many when you look at it in comparison to a game like Eve. But Eve does have the benefit of being a game that's fucking, you know, it's been running for 15, 16 years. Can't remember what we figured out to be, but...
Warp drive active.
Eve Echoes, which is Phone Eve / Toilet Eve. No thanks. Nah, I'll just play this. I'll play this game. I mean, it's getting to the point now where there's just like almost no point to me playing because like this game, I gotta tell you, man, it was so alluring, even as a guy. And I've been telling you, I don't like playing fucking alone. Or I mean, I do like playing alone. But when this game was really vibrant and packed, oh my God, man. There's just something about the community for this game, and it's really sad to see it go. And so I play it the way I like to play it. I'm not exactly playing to max out my ISK, obviously. I mean, look at all this fucking time I'm wasting. Star Citizen could be good, but it looks like a giant scam with an empty game world. I mean, I don't know. I really don't think you can call it a scam, dude. A lot of shit has been made for that, and it looks fucking amazing. It's just a super ambitious game. And there are people that have backed it that are willing to wait another fucking 10 years for it to come out. And there are people that have backed it that feel like, hey, it's been 10 years. You know, and I'm pretty much on the side of the people that are willing to wait. Like a game that fucking ambitious, dude, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of devotion and a lot of development and a lot of fucking thought and a lot of learning how to do things differently. Yeah, peak players down by half. And you got to imagine too, a lot of those people are playing with their alt accounts logged in and shit. So that 25K might be a core group of maybe 15,000 people. While Paul's chilling playing a video games, TJ's raging on Twitter about nuclear energy. It could be me too, though. I ain't gonna make fun of TJ for raging on Twitter. I'd I'd be a pretty giant fucking hypocrite if I did that. But yeah, I'd rather be doing this than raging on Twitter. I never developed TJ's affinity for social media. There have definitely been times where I feel like I was spending way too much time and like doing it, like doing social media shit. Looking at Twitter, looking at Reddit or whatever. But I never really adopted it to the extent that TJ does. TJ really gets captivated by it. Like even on a day where I'm like fucking arguing with people, I might spend a couple of hours on and off throughout the day, like on Twitter. I mean, TJ, I don't know if he still does this, but TJ will lose whole days to it sometimes, man. Or there's just like whole days where you wouldn't see TJ because he'd be just like sitting in a corner somewhere fucking arguing with folk. I just don't get that invested, man, especially like knowing that there are people out there that are just out there to yank your chain. You know what I mean? I'm one of them. So, and so is he. But like knowing that as a fact just makes it really hard for me to fucking get invested in social media in any real way. Plus I'm not from that time. I feel like I you know, just am not quite from the social media age or whatever. That's not to say that I haven't spent my fair share of time fucking looking at it and worrying about it and arguing on it and shit, but I try to have a healthier outlook on that nowadays. I try and think about it, and like terminology means a lot to me, and so I try and think about it like I'm dropping a turd. You know, when I'm dropping a social media, I'm dropping a turd, and then I come back, you know, a couple days later and see how that turd ripened. Rather than like getting in this habit of like making a bunch of statements and then like arguing with people in the comments of one and then making another one and then arguing. And I've done that, you know. Yeah, man, that gets old. It's a little surprising giving you the most active on the sub. Granted, neither of you is all that active over there, and I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean, you know, I like poking the bear over there at the DFF subreddit every once in a while, but I don't think TJ enjoys Reddit. Like, I don't think he likes Reddit as much as he likes Twitter. I think Twitter really got its hooks in TJ. He's not alone. There's a lot of people that are real fucking into Twitter, man. Twitter's its own little fucking like microcosm of meaning for people. And there's no denying that a presence on that platform and others is like, you know, pretty important if you want to do the type of job me and TJ do. You can't completely neglect it. You can't be like non-existent there. Not if you hope to grow, even if you don't. Still chuckle about the deletion troll you did. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing another one, but I think it's too early. I think I gotta wait another 6 months or something. But it definitely would have been a good time to do it. The subreddit has been blowing up recently. All the Ukraine stuff. Facebook fan group are a bunch of fart sniffers. I mean, whatever. Let them sniff their farts, man.
Web drive active.
Lost all interest in social media like a switch flipped one day. Yeah. I mean, I won't lie to you and say I've lost all interest in it, but I definitely have gotten to the point where, you know, if I spend 20 minutes on it or some shit, I'm just like, that's enough. That's enough of that bullshit. There's weed to be smoked.
Web drive active.
So happy that the Facebook metaverse is dead on arrival. I mean, there's no way it couldn't be, man. That was one of the worst. It was one of the worst presentations I think that I've ever fucking seen. That fucking metaverse kind of demonstration about how it was gonna change your work life and your love life and your purchasing life and all this bullshit. All right, well, look at that. At least first part of my mission accomplished here. Was able to get back with my loot. What do you know? That's just ridiculous. So whatever I went to get this shit, I just need to not go there because there's really not that much in my hold here. So I'll dump that crap in the 2nd Division hangar where it belongs. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to just throw another data analyzer on and then maybe just like fucking head back for that 0-0 pipeline. Head back for head GP and go back into 0-0 and just get real deep and dirty into 0-0 and then kind of like explore around. What do you guys think? That's dangerous. Like that would be a more dangerous thing than what I just did because it's not jumping from gate to gate. It's going to have me like, you know, sitting in a system for a long enough time. But if I'm safe and I watch local, I should be fine. So I think that's what I'll do. I think that sounds like fun. I think I'll just chart a course. Let's see, what do I have here? I do have a cargo scanner. I don't think I need this scan pinpointing array, honestly. With my skills, I think it's surreptitious. There are no free slots on the ship. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to unfit that and put my data analyzer on there so I can go to data sites too. I don't know what they're worth anymore, but I guess it's worth checking out. There we go. All right. Yeah, get out of here, you. Bloop. Okay. Okay, there we go. Where is this fucking thing? All right, data analyzer installed. We got 2 sets of probes. Maybe I should bring one more set of probes, but I think that's probably enough. If I'm safe, I'm safe. Yeah. We got a damage control. That's not going to do anything for us, but whatever. Nanofibers, blah, blah, blah. We're good. I'm set. You deleted Facebook over a year ago. You could swap that salvager for the interdiction nullifier. I mean, how much is that going to fucking cost me? And can I even fit it? Interdiction, no. Interdiction nullifier 1, 41 million. So there's one jump away for 3 million. Interdiction nullifier 2. What is that going to cost me? Oh, I can fit it. Okay. Well, that's probably worth doing, I would imagine. Is it worth fitting a 2? I wish I could use an interdiction nullifier, stop people from interrupting you. Oh, me too, dude. Interdiction nullified. Zzz. I'm just gonna fucking rely on your knowledge, homie. Terminal seems to know what's up. Like, is this one of those situations where I'm just spending more fucking CPU to fit a more expensive module, or is it worth me fitting a 2? Because I'll fit a 2. I'll spend the 3 mil and fit a 2 if it's worth it. But if not, I'm gonna jump 11 jumps away and get a fucking cheap one. T1 is actually better than T2? That would explain why it's so fucking far away. So I guess that could be our mission then. 11 jumps away to pick up Paul's new fucking interdiction nullifier. reactivation time is lower on the T1, then why would they even? Man, this game. All right, I'll take your word for it. I'll buy T1. I'll buy the closest one to me. It's 11 jumps. That's fine. Yeah, it's in Rashi. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's located in a different station. Yeah. What? Of course. Can I set the destination there? Thank you. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. 69K. So yeah, I'll fly over there. Maybe, you know what, dude? I'm going to be safe. I'm going to pick up one more fucking load of scanner probes here while I'm here. Have them here. Yep. I don't want all of these. Is it shift? Yeah, there we go. Let's just do 8 more. One more full load of these, so if I fuck up and leave them, I'm not leaving myself in the dust. They don't take up much space, so we're good. And then we're gonna hit the road. Reactivation time is lower, right? Yeah. This is the best game the Chinese Communist Party ever made. I agree, dude. I totally fucking agree. Some of these songs are really old too. Like the one that's playing now goes all the way back to the original release of this game. This is one of the original tracks here, and it is so fucking nostalgic for me. I love this track. It's an active mod, so you need to cycle it when you're in the bubble before you warp. Yeah. All right, thanks. That's cool. I gets it. Oh, I gets it. Oh, gets it, me lovely.
Warp drive active.
It's an active mod. Yeah. Zip zop, zoobity bop. Here we go. 10 fucking jumps. See, this is why I like being in a cheetah though, because 10 jumps or 11 jumps away if I was flying like a slower ship to align and jump and warp. Cheetah is one of the fastest warping ships. While I'm in warp, I'm going twice, maybe even 3 times as fast as your average ship, which is really nice in the cheetah. So these longer like jump chains are really easy to do in a cheetah. You have 837 cigarettes left to smoke. Oh shit, man. Are you like a death clock, man? I love games where they just give you tools and say do as you wish. Yeah. I mean, sometimes those games can be very unfocused. So I think it requires a good game design to really kind of in the background provide a structure. But yeah, I tend to agree with that. I'd rather have a game just kind of cut me loose in its world than try and lead me around by the dick like a lot of games do now. You got like a big giant fucking glowing thing in your face pointing you directly at what you need to do to progress. It's just like, oh my God. Whatever happened to like exploring around a little bit, or do people not have time to do that anymore?
Warp drive active.
Some exotic dancers in my hold, yeah. Or some slaves. That would be dangerous though. I think you can get busted in some empires having slaves in your cargo hold. Oh yeah, dude, I played a ton of Morrowind. I love Morrowind for the very reason I was just talking about. Like, it kind of gives you a quick little intro to what it does, and then basically just drops you on Morrowind, and like you can go any direction you want. You can stay in the little town and follow what would be considered like the main story or whatever, or you can just abandon that. Kind of the same thing with like you know, most of the Elder Scrolls games. They have that type of gameplay. Games like Skyrim badly need the compass and pointers removed, but if you remove them, so much of the current game becomes dysfunctional. Yeah, I tend to agree, but I also, like, I agree from the like standpoint of a player that likes that type of thing. I don't necessarily agree from the standpoint of like actually making money. Like, I think they're right to make it a more accessible game that has the stupid like MMO style compass pointers and map markers and shit. It's just like this weird anachronism that every character has this like constantly updating map or whatever. Like, I really do think that Skyrim would be a cooler game if you had this like generalized map and you had to reckon, you know, which way you were going by the map and maybe using a compass or some shit. That'd be crazy, but like a lot of people don't. They don't like that tedium. They've been kind of like, I don't know, given a whole generation's worth of games that lead you around by your little wiener. You know what I mean? Don't let you fucking mess up at all. And even if you do mess up, oh well, it's just, you just died. All you got to do is just respawn again and just run. Just like, dying doesn't matter. LOL. Nothing's gonna impede you on your journey as long as you've got the time and the hours to invest. And it's like, man, fuck that. You know how many times I've been killed in this game and lost like close to my whole fucking livelihood in it? Not my actual livelihood, but my in-game, you know what I mean? Hundreds of times, dude. Like hundreds of times I've lost ships I didn't want to lose. I've fucked up. You know what I mean? Lose a whole cargo hold filled with expensive ass shit. It's happened to me a bunch of times. I still play the fucking thing because it's a game. I lost some pixels in a game and I actually like playing the game. So pick yourself back up and fucking quit bitching. Like the time you spend bitching about like, oh man, my ship got blown up, I'm gonna quit the game. You could have probably been halfway to getting your ship replaced. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, man. Yeah, niche game. That's really true too. This game was always niche, even at its height. It never reached anywhere near like the numbers of a World of Warcraft or any of these other like AAA MMOs. You know what I mean? MMOs. It was always a niche game for nerdy people that like space stuff. And that's the reason I still play it, even though I know it's slowly hemorrhaging. And there's really no plan to keep it going beyond just like letting it limp along until nobody will pay for it anymore, and then probably you'll get the notice like, hey, Eve shut down, come back for one last fucking goodbye to our favorite game. That's gonna be a sad day, bro, because there's nothing out there like this game. Heard about the new Dune game, Dune Spice Wars, coming out later this year. There are 2 trailers for it. I haven't heard, no.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
How would Kubrick have done Schindler's List? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think it would have been anywhere near the same kind of film as Spielberg made. Spielberg made ultimately what was a very frank examination of it, and I think that Kubrick would have treated it from a psychological perspective. You probably would have seen a lot of the very frank and very like shocking kind of imagery of people, being abused and tortured, but you would probably see it in a very different light. You would probably see representations of the psychological impact of that on other people. And you would likely have seen nightmare or dream logic work its way into the film in one way or another. And I don't know how he would have portrayed Oskar Schindler as a character. You know, not to say that like the hero shot isn't the right idea, but I don't know that I would have seen Kubrick doing a movie where Oskar Schindler is this just kind of like a hero guy, you know? Even if what he does, you know, is pretty unimpeachably heroic, I guess. Anyway, what are we doing? Hey, look at that. It's an interdiction nullifier. Fuck it, I don't need this salvager. I've got a bunch of them. We'll ditch it here in case we ever need an extra salvager. Cool. Interdiction nullifier has been fit. All right. Map. Let's chart ourselves a course to some trouble, shall we? Look at, man, there's a lot of fucking ships getting blown up, but this like MNC. Let's see, it looks like jumping in is going to be that. I could go through this like Joas here. That looks like it's had, no, it's fine. It's clean in there. We go through here and go into this great wildlands area. I don't know. What do you guys think? That seems better than this over here. This over here seems like, holy fuck, let's not. Seems like a lot of people are dying over there, and it seems like not a lot of people are dying over here. Stay out of the spire. Maybe like try and get one of these little backwater systems in this area. And then do some, look, it's only 36 jumps, man. Go for the wildlands, the great wildlands here. I want to go deeper, man. I want to get way out where there's going to be nobody logged in, like one of these systems down in here. You know, or maybe like right in the middle of all this. This just looks like there's nobody home. 29 jumps away. Nobody home. You know what? Fuck it. We're going, baby. We're going straight there. Let's take a look at the route real quick, just to double check that I'm not jumping into a probable or possible gate camp on the way. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And it looks like clean as a fucking whistle is what it looks like to Paul's ego. Let's go. Go wormhole diving. I just did that. I just actually came back. If you go to the top of this, I started this in a wormhole. Oh my God. This is my, by the way, this is my favorite track from the original Eve right here. I would just like, I could just put this on fucking loop, dude. This song is amazing. Oh.
Warp drive active.
Literally going back to the same place we just came from. Hey, well, I did say when it spit me out, remember? When it spit me out, I said, I'm in a really good place here, you know, like, if my fucking hold wasn't full. So we're gonna find ourselves a nice middle of nowhere backwater. And see, the great thing about this too is if it gets real hot and I don't want to jump back out or I can't jump back out, I can always just scan down a wormhole and get around that whole business. Yeah, the Eve's soundtrack is just like second to none in my opinion, especially that original group of songs. They're just so beautiful and placid. This is really how I feel about this game, honestly. I've always felt like a real placid calm, even when I'm like sweating it. This game has always projected a sense of real, I don't know. I just love I love its vision of the future. I love this hyper-capitalist kind of you know, but it works out, you know, vision of the future. I guess being a capsuleer, for the people in this universe, it's probably not all great, but being somebody that can actually fly these ships, man, what a fucking existence. It's always invited me to imagine myself in its little universe or whatever. And it's songs like this that actually help with that. You know, it's always projected itself onto me very, very strongly.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, you're immortal. Like, functionally as a capsuleer, you're immortal. Got a clone waiting for me back home, so if somebody does, you know, fucking hunt me down, I get a little fucking too full of myself, and I don't watch local enough, and I don't find a secluded enough system, and I could get blown up. But it's okay, because that just means I wake up in a warm tub of jelly back in my home fucking system that we just left. One cheetah, poorer, but none otherwise none worse for the wear. I love these types of games, and they're disappearing, honestly. Like this type of game where it's not about being super Twitch based, but still requires a lot of care and game knowledge to properly play, they're disappearing. Everything's becoming, you know, very MLG competitive kind of like, and I'm not shitting on those types of games. I like them too. But I feel like these types of more tactical, thoughtful, slow, but still very consequential games are just disappearing from the world.
Warp drive active.
Most Eve fights are won via the planning beforehand rather than Twitch reflexes. I mean, you got to know when to cycle your mods, and there's a lot that goes into Eve combat, especially like depending on the type of combat you're doing and what kind of ship you're flying. You got to know what you're doing. Like it's not Twitch skill, it's just game world knowledge and being able to remain calm under while every like fucking thing is screaming at you, right? All the little warning noises going off. You see all the flashy missiles coming in. Being able to suck it up and remain calm in that moment and either accept your fate or fight back, you know, if you're in a ship that can do it, or run if you're in a ship that can do it. That takes skill. It's just not Twitch skill, you know. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah, frigate combat is tough.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I mean, I really do hope that the whatever company purchased the rights to this game doesn't throw away the opportunity presented by building maybe a new game around this engine. Because I think a lot of old players of this game would come back. I think a lot of new people would check it out, you know, with a brand new presentation and some new play systems and a new universe and a new start. I don't think it'll ever compete with, you know, the top titles or whatever. I don't think it's going to be the next fucking Final Fantasy or whatever. But
active.
A lot of these big multiplayer online games have that kind of high pressure, high reward thing going on. Yeah. Well, I mean, I really enjoy this game's kind of balance. I love that I can play the way that I do play, which is, you know, even if I'm playing kind of lazily like I am now, not really cloaking and stuff, I'm pretty safe because I'm so fucking fast.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, you're watching your fucking shields break real fast. You're watching your armor tank fucking slowly but surely losing the battle, you know, and you got to keep your fucking brain functional if you want to live. You want to survive, and if you don't survive, oh well. That's not the end of the fucking world, man.
Warp drive active.
Company behind Black Desert Online. Oh boy. That's not a good thing though, because that game is like one of these like fucking gotcha game nightmares. I don't want that in Eve. I don't want the gotcha game bullshit. Where it's like you have to collect all the cosmic fucking dust and then you have to roll to see if you get an upgrade to your ship or whatever, and sometimes it fails like 100 times in a row. You gotta just keep fucking grinding for it. You can get that little upgrade. That's what they're gonna turn this into, man. Like, I am not, yeah, dude, I'm not fucking interested in playing a Korean MMO, bro. Like, give me a game where I'm allowed the audacity to set my own goals. Like this game. There's nothing in the game telling me to go ass out into the ass end of fucking almost uninhabited 0-0 space. And, you know, try and fucking do some exploration content and make a bunch of money. I could do any number of things in the game right now. There's nothing telling me to do this. This is just, you saw, I just decided on the fly, hey, this looks like an empty fucking area where there's probably not a whole lot of people patrolling around. Let's do it. What happens if you die in this game? The only other big open world multiplayer game I play where you go back and get your bag off your body, but you respawn with nothing. What's it like on Eve? On Eve, you lose your ship and your pod comes out, and that's got your body in it. And if you lose your pod, you are instantly teleported back to your home station where there's a clone waiting, but you lose your ship and everything in it. And, you know, I guess you could, if you wanted, try and jump in a ship real quick and get back there and see if there's anything left on your corpse. But by the time you get back to where your corpse was, the people will have probably taken your shit and blown up your wreck and moved on. So the chances of you getting to loot anything off of your ship, very slim, especially if you're solo like I am. So if I am hunted down by somebody, you know, who just wants to throw a little salt in the game tonight, you know, and killed, everything I got on this ship is forfeit. I'll have to buy the whole ship again. I'll have to buy everything that is on the ship, all the fittings, all the little specialty things here. People able to pirate ships if they kill you. Only if I eject out of the ship. Which I don't know why I would do that, you know. I guess if I really wanted to get away and I wanted to like sacrifice my ship so that I hoped I'd get my pod away. So maybe if I had some really, really like high-end implants in my clone, which I don't have any implants, I don't think at all. Maybe some like a basic set of like free learning implants or something. But yeah, if I had some really like expensive implants in my clone and it was worth way more than my ship, you could like ditch your ship and try and get your pod out. And if you do that, somebody else can get out of their ship and get into yours and steal it. So suppose that would be it. But a lot of people pirate, you know, they'll get you locked down or whatever and say, hey, transfer me this amount of money right now or I'm gonna blow your ship up. And it's something less than what your ship's worth, but you know what I mean? more than you'd probably like to lose, and you got to make the decision like, fuck you, blow me up, or hey, all right, I'll pay you 50 mil. Just leave me alone. Like, that can happen to you. It's pretty rare in the game these days, I imagine. Yeah, I play Elite, yeah. I play Elite, but I just don't have a real good station set up where I can play it. I will not play Elite with anything other than my flight stick. And setting that up in my normal workstation, my desk is already kind of cluttered with crap for my show. And I got a big microphone hanging off the end of it, and I got the, you know, a big ass board that I use for the audio, 2 big monitors on my desk, my, you know, all my shit, my weed. So there's really not a lot of space for me to plug in that shit. And so, you know, if I ever get like a more comfy desk setup and a better like setup in general for doing a show from, then I'll think about, you know, doing that. But I really don't want to invest in that until I'm in a more permanent place. Seems stupid for me to buy a big bunch of heavy equipment and shit that I'm just gonna have to move 3 more times before I finally find a place, you know. Thankfully, you don't lose skill points anymore. Yeah, that's true. You used to be able to like set your character back if you didn't have an updated clone, and that could be fucked. That could be fucked up. Like, you used to have to buy a certain level of clone that had a certain amount of skill points on it, and if you didn't do that or you forgot to do it, forgot to refresh it or whatever after you used one, you could actually like lose a significant chunk of progress on your character. You're installing Eve for Elite for Xbox One. I hope I like this game. All right, buddy. I mean, good luck. I really don't know how Elite controls on a controller. I've seen people play with it, so I know it's possible. But yeah, have fun with it. You know, it's a game that's kind of like this. It's comparable in a lot of ways to this. You can do kind of similar stuff to what I'm doing, and do exploration stuff, and you can do, you know, I don't know, space trucking, if that's what you're into. They can salvage the ship. Yeah. Whoa, look at this guy. He's selling stuff. Always Green is happy to provide you with no dealer bids and all player action. Large skill injector. 1.5 million. This seems like a scam, bro. Seems shady, man. Pass. Go raid the scammer. I wish I could. The ship I'm flying right now doesn't even have a gun on it. This is an entirely scientific vessel, and I'm hoping that anybody that I bump into tonight will respect that. I am not armed. I am an entirely scientific vessel. I bear no weapons of any kind, only scientific instrumentation. Elite works great with Xbox controllers. Once mine broke, I had to learn mouse and keyboard, which is surprisingly manageable. I've never tried HOTUS, but I'm sure it's surreal. Yeah, I've never played it without it, so I wouldn't even want to. Like, so much of that game to me is like being able to, like, you know, use your fucking throttle and shit. It's so cool. I don't even know if it's the best way to fly, but like once I learned how to land a ship manually using a HOTUS, I was hooked. I was like, oh my god, this feels so cool. You can see in this game, I control most of the game with just mouse, keyboard if I'm actually doing something other than traveling. It's a game where you have to build your own base to defend it, or do you get to choose a place where you can respawn and stuff. This is a game that's huge. I mean, this is here's the fucking star map of the entirety of Eve. So this is the entirety of the game. Each one of these little dots that you see represents a visitable system. And there are certain systems that are owned by different player. Like the farther outside this rim you get, these central systems are all kind of safe. And then the farther out you get along this rim, the more dangerous the space becomes and the more profitable it becomes. And so there are whole alliances of players that'll set up and claim an area of this space, set up a house, set up a station in it, defend that base. But you can also do like I do. I live in the safe areas here in the center, and then when I want to, I go on an excursion like we're doing tonight into the deep, dirty darkness. Isn't there a no man's land? Low sec, yeah. We're jumping directly from a 0.5 into a 0-0 basically. So we're not even going to go through low sec. We're actually going through a pretty dangerous pipeline called Head GP. This is right here, I think. No, never mind. We're not going through Head GP. Oh yeah, we are. We are going through Head GP. This used to be a pretty dangerous jump to make. You always had to be kind of considerate going through this, but it looks like tonight all is quiet on the Eastern Front, and so we're heading out way out east into the you know 0-0 areas. We're hoping to find a nice quiet system where like we're a few jumps in and we just haven't seen a person for 3 or 4 or 5 jumps, and then I'll feel safe to fucking plop down. We'll start scanning down some shit, see if I can make some money. I don't know. See what happens. Oh, God damn it.
Drive active.
In real life, it's not all quiet on the Eastern Front. Ah, yes, but this is not real life, is it? This is a video game about spaceships. And tonight, in the video game on spaceships, there is naught but peace, not just on one planet, but on the entire fucking known universe. Look at this shit, man.
Active.
Whisper quiet. Whisper quiet. Look at where we're going, right over here. Look at all this fucking noise and human pollution happening up north. But in the fucking east over here, it's just, it's beautiful.
Drive active.
No, I'm not gonna tell your brother he's a piece of shit. Because you know what, dude? You're the piece of shit. I can tell. I can tell that you're the piece of shit and that he's actually the nice brother. And so I'll tell him that. Why don't you show him that? Let him know that I know that it's in fact you that's the piece of shit and that he's the cool guy. He's the cool kid. He got you and TJ with that comment? What do you mean he got me? How did he get me? I didn't even mention the guy's name. I didn't even say nothing. I just told him that I knew that it was him that was a piece of shit. And not his brother. This must be the manatee commenting, wanting you to say Christians are a piece of shit so he can make a vid on you. Dude, I had the same thought, but probably not, dude. But maybe. You might be right. Dude, look, Jeffree Star is in the system. Holy shit. Celebrity sighting.
Drive active.
Dude, I really don't like how many people are popping into the systems and shit that are right here by this jump into the low seg, man. That's kind of suspect. That's okay. Even if they're up to some skullduggery here, I'll be able to get out of it. I just got to remember to pulse my interdiction nullifier and then get the fuck out of Dodge, man. Is there a cockpit view? Not really. Kind of, but not really. This game is very externally based. Like, you can zoom super close into your ship, but there's really no, like, there's kind of a cockpit thing you can do in stations where your character can like walk around a cockpit or whatever in a station. Didn't the manatee make a special appearance in a recent Highdeology? I don't know if he did. I think somebody named, like, his exact name popped in, but I don't know if it was him or not. But whatever. Is there Romulans? Yeah, bro, there's Romulans. Yeah, look at this, dude. So weird to see these systems empty because there was always fucking like shenanigans going on at these gates, bro. Walking in stations was removed. Really? Good. It was shit. It was something I did one time and I was like, welp, that was fucking dumb. All right, so now we have to start being careful because now we're in 0-0, although I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fucking alone all the way through here. If I get all the way there and we haven't seen more than 1 or 2 people, I'm 100% fine with just doing some exploration stuff. Kind of like pausing in a station to watch Alex Jones on TV. Yeah, I mean, well, not everything. Dude, that shit was whack. The whole fucking station shit. And it was all hyped up for years and years, I remember. They're like, man, you're gonna be able to get out of your pod and walk around on space stations and interact with other players. And it was just awful. It was just fucking lame. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of people in some of these fucking, some of these systems now. That's why we're trying to go like way deep. That's why we're trying to do like 10 jumps plus, you know, into some of these systems. So we're trying to find one of these places where there's not a bunch of people playing. Because I don't like seeing that many people in fucking local. There's even more people. And look, there's a guy named Trouble McCore here. His name is Trouble McCore. Hell no, bro. We're cloaking. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. I don't like all these suspect people in the system. We got to go to a nice, empty, wimpty system.
Warp drive active.
He Mako's trouble. I know. I don't trust him. There's one person in this system. That's one too many. It's one too many people in this goddamn system. All right, and now it's an empty system. Okay. Now I want these systems to just stay dead. I want every one of these systems to be dead. I want to find a fucking dirty, deep nullsec hole at the end of a long, dusty fucking trail that has nobody on it. I want to literally be like a person that never sees another fucking person for a month. And then we're good. Good stuff in the next system, it looks like. It's only me. Very nice.
Warp drive active.
Making me want to re-download No Man's Sky. Well, why don't you then? What's stopping you? Oh yeah, look at this shit, man. Whose space am I in? Sigma grind set. Deeper.
Active.
Let's go even deeper. See, here's the thing. Here's what I'm afraid of. What if Trouble McCore is in a cloaky ship? And what if Trouble McCore is like, dude, I'm gonna go follow that fucking guy, man. What if we get blown up by Trouble McCore? Not Troublemaker, Trouble McCore. It's a cringe name. Yeah, I gotta agree, but you know, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Is this Elite Dangerous? No, this is Eve. This is Eve Online. We're doing some risky shit in Eve Online because why not? What does it matter anyway? Nothing really matters. Oh man, there's a fucking guy here.
Warp drive active.
See? Now this doesn't make me feel good. Because now, even if I get to my fucking destination over here, it's still going to be 8 jumps from this guy. And there's 2 of them in here now, too. Look at this shit. Man, I think I picked a bad area of 0-0. I might want to just jump. I might want to just jump in a wormhole, honestly. Like, for real, I might want to just jump in a fucking wormhole. Like, scan down a wormhole in one of these more dead kind of systems. And then just take my chances at finding an area of 0-0. Because look, dude, the closer I get to this shit, the worse it gets. So here's what I'm going to do. It looks like, I don't know. I'll just keep going for a minute. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Having fun with Excel Space Simulator, yeah. Pretty much. And there's hella people in these systems, bro. Systems are like chock full. All right. There's nobody in this system. Maybe that's okay then. Maybe this system will be okay. If we make all the rest of these jumps with nobody in them, I think it'll be pretty safe. I'm gonna sit around for a minute though and smoke this doob and see if anybody fucking pops their turkey neck into the system like there's somebody patrolling for people like me. My dad used to be really heavy into Eve. I should consider playing it. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know if I would actually say that you should. It's kind of sad that I say that because I was always a big evangelist for this game. If somebody showed even the least bit interest, I was like, yeah, dude, I'll play with you. I'll fucking hook you up with your first ship and blah, 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 blah. But now it's just like, I can't even fucking do it. Oh, what is this? I can't fucking jump? Why didn't that happen? Anyway, oh man. Dude, there's hella people in these fucking systems. I don't like this shit, bro.
Warp drive active.
Never found an MMO that hooks me, but Eve seems interesting. Yeah, it's a dying game, though, unfortunately. It's a game that is not growing and not maintaining. It's just kind of slowly but surely disappearing. So if you are going to play it, I guess now's the time, because I wouldn't count on this game being around for another more than a few years. What do you think of the James Webb Telescope? Hopefully we don't blow ourselves up before seeing some of the first images. That would be cool. I think, you know, I've heard some crazy shit about the James Webb, man. I've heard that the James Webb, like, you could basically, like, theoretically see the lights on a planet from another civilization with it. Like, if there was one that was within a certain amount of, you know, we'd be able to, like, detect life on a planet by looking at a picture of it and seeing the cities on it. Like, think about that. It's like, whoa, bro. No, I'm not gonna play Ark, dude. I can't play that type of game. It's one of those fucking survival sims where you gotta fucking hit a fucking button a bunch of times. You gotta mine a bunch of times. I don't like that shit, man. Look at how I'm playing. Like, look at the pace of this game. Like, I'm doing some dangerous ass shit, jumping around in other people's space. You know, I ought to be way more careful than I'm being. But I'm not having to fucking click like a fucking ape. Bro, I can't play another one of these games that has me clicking like a fucking ape. Like I'm on fucking crack. You tried Empyrean? I've never heard of it. It sounds cool. All right, so I haven't seen anybody in like 2 or 3 jumps here, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, fuck it, that means this system is pretty fucking safe. So there's no war going on in this system. So let's do this. Let's drop our fucking probes here. And let's warp somewhere.
Warp drive active.
Okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and warp to our little safe spot that I just made. And then we're gonna sit in there. It's only grindy until you tame your first dinos. I know, but then you still gotta click like a big fucking ape. You just clicking. It's so try-hardy. Never let your guard down. I play Apex Legends and love the amphetamine high it gives you every kill. Uganda Knuckles, bro. You're fucking crazy. Now here's a problem. There's really not there's nothing in this system, so we may be jumping out of here pretty quick. But whatever. I scanned down my shit, so I dropped my scanner probes. We may as well see what's what. See if this is a wormhole or what the fuck is going on. So let's see. Let's see how it works out. Escape from Tarkov. Yeah, no. See, I mean, it's whatever. It's your... Like, it's not just not my type of game, man. I don't want to play one of those high stress, high risk, high reward kind of games right now. Like, this is a pretty low stress, high risk, high reward game for me. Because the worst thing that can happen to me is I get blown up and I could replace this ship 20 times over. So I'm not breaking the cardinal rule of EVE Online, which is to never fly what you can't replace. So even if I fuck up and just get completely blown out of the fucking sky here because I'm not watching my ass, you know, it's really nothing to lose, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Last night, I couldn't make it to the bathroom. Anybody tell me what rap song that's from? If I rap the next line, it'll give it away. If I deign to rap the next line, it gives away the answer. I can rap the next half of the next stanza. There's a lot in my life I regret, and then the next line is literally, you know, the song, the name. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. And last night, I couldn't make it to the bathroom. Feeling like a 2-year-old. You can't take a sip from this brew I hold. I mean, Jesus, man, what is going on here with this shit? This is a really tough signal to scan down. Like, I've got really good scanning skills and a really good scanning ship. I mean, I'm not like, and this is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this. This is crazy. Let's see. Oh, it's a data site. Okay. All right. Hit it with another scan. Ghetto vet. Yeah. A lot of my life I regret becoming a ghetto vet. Fool, I'm a vet. I can dance underwater and not get wet. Spread, pinpoint. All right, so there's a couple of things I can do to increase my scan intensity here. Number one, I can like zero it in like this and give it another analyze. That's gonna really like intensify it there. See if we can get a scalp a few more percent. We actually lost percentage points for doing that. It's a bad idea, Paul's ego. Bad fucking idea, Paul's ego. All right, lesson learned. Let's take it back. Old school RuneScape? No, dude. No, 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 no. Game is for plebs. What's happening in this game is I'm trying and failing to scan down a data site in 0-0, but for some reason, it's probably because I'm not using like a fucking Sisters scanner probe launcher or whatever the fuck the expensive shit is. If that's the case, then fuck it. Fuck it. I don't really think I'm going to be able to get this one, honestly. I'm at my minimum scan shit. And I don't think I'm going to be able to narrow this one down. What's happening in this game? Space stuff, dude. You wouldn't understand. 64%. All right. I really don't feel like I'm going to be able to get it. That's so weird. Oh, this is a signal. I guess maybe it's because I'm in this 0.2 system. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's try and put it in a tiny little envelope, but still leave it some room to breathe and see what it does. Dude, old school RuneScape is for fucking total plebs, bro. All right, yeah. The answer is yes. I'm not going to be able to get this data site. That's fine. Let's look at the map. Let's plot ourselves another chart. Let's chart ourselves another course. This part of space is not paying off like I'd hoped. Let's go way far away to a land called Detorio or Del Torio or whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's take a zip zop and a zoobity bop and stop along the way maybe and see what we can see. Mortal Online 2. It's like UO plus Skyrim with mount and blade combat. Yeah, I've heard of Mortal and Mortal Online or whatever the fuck, and heard of Mortal Online 2. I don't think I could really get into a game like that right now. Too much clicking, like I said. Too much clicking like a big fucking orangutan. All right. Well, there's nobody in this area, so let's drop our fucking probes and...
Warp drive active.
Yeah, no, dude, I would never in a million fucking years play RuneScape. Ever. I'd rather fucking die.
Drive active.
Such a pleb game. Such a plebeian game, bro. RuneScape, dude. It was like a little app that somebody made to distract kids back. Like, it was literally a browser-based game somebody made to distract children. And there's still children distracted by it. Okay. Whoa. Man, the soundtrack went from being really placid to like real sussy, but I guess that makes sense. We are in a dangerous part of space now. We're not just chilling. You know, we definitely got things that we could lose out here. So we got 2 signals. Let's see if I'm even able to get any of these or if I'm just not fit for the task. I thought my skills and the basic kind of shit that I have would carry me, but it's starting to look like I'm not even going to be able to do it, which kind of sucks. But we'll see. Maybe that's why I had that fucking scan deviation shit on there. Maybe I should have left that on there. Swapped it in and out. I probably should have left it in my fucking shit so I could put it back on if I wanted to, but whatever. The hubris of man. All right, let's analyze. All right. So I got one that's at 6% that are like max scan strength. So that should be good. And let's just step it down one step at a time. Let's not get crazy with it. Okay. How we doing? Not great. Not impressive. Playing anything else besides Eve? Not really. I don't find myself playing tons and tons of video games these days. I find it harder and harder to stay interested in video games, to be honest with you. Why aren't you the what? Huh? Are you confused? Do you have a head wound? Do you need help? Oh shit. It's another fucking data site that looks like I might not be able to scan it down. No, I think I'll be able to get this one. This one looks gettable. But I might be speaking too soon. Let's see. Paul's too old for video games. He reads books, drives cars, and pays bills. Yeah. True. I do all that shit. No joke. All right. Hey, we win. All right, and there's another something in this area, so let's get it as well. Halo? Pass, bro. Not running T2 probes? No, I don't. I have absurdly high scanning skills, though. So that kind of lets me run shit launchers and shit probes. At least it used to. I don't know. I just kind of came back to the game, and maybe I'll have to eat my words. But typically, I find that I'm able to get by with pretty shitty shit because I have a lot of points in scanning. Smoked all your weed. I forgot you deleted the other channel for some reason. Oops. Huh? And there's a relic site? Nice. Hey, this might be a profitable little system. We might make ourselves a tiny little profit here in this system. What? Watch, I'm gonna fly to some of these, and I'm gonna fly to this one or both of these, and they're gonna be patrolled by pirates. Like, I need to find the ones that don't have like tons of fucking fucktard pirates in them. Let's see. I'm gonna be full of NPC pirates, and I'm not gonna be able to deal with them. I guess we'll see. All right, let's go.
Warp drive active.
Hey, there's no bad guys. Angel comm tower. Fucking beautiful. And there's nobody in the system, so I can just... So am I at the data site right now? I think so. That means we need to data analyze. Dude, this soundtrack is pretty dope. All right, let's play Minefield. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's take care of it. Man, this is full fucking shit. Looks like we failed this one. Unless it's down here. Unless I get real lucky. Yeah. One more chance. Yeah, the soundtrack in this game. And then, you know, just like the audio work I've always loved. Pick that up. All right, let's fucking, I want to keep going this way, so let's nail that guy a couple of times. Let's head over here. See if we can survive long enough to get one of these. All right. Oh my god, there's hella people here. I gotta go. Dude, hella people just came fucking rolling through the goddamn area as soon as I get these sites like fucking scanned down, bro. As soon as I got these fucking these sites scanned down, hella people just came rolling through the system, dude. Yup. Cargo scan. Yeah, I did bring a scanner for that reason, and I just wasn't doing it. But yeah, dude, fuck. I don't like that there's traffic in this area. That does not make me happy, because those guys definitely took note that I was sitting around in system. Maybe even descanned me. I doubt they had time to fucking scan down the sites. But yeah, I don't like the fact that two guys just passed through and saw me doing fucking exploration, so I'm gonna have to really watch what I'm doing. So I'm here at a relic site. I'm gonna be careful. Maybe I'll take your advice and I'll lock up the can and see what's what. I can't target while my ship is cloaked. All right, just gotta watch local. Oh, I hate this shit. Okay. Let's do some cargo scanning. That one's only got 0.5 mil in it. I'm not going to waste my time. Let's scan this one. Oh, man, there's hella people fucking coming through local. Fuck this.
Warp drive active.
Fuck this nonsense, bro. Hella people in local. I can't even do it here. Like, there's money to be made right here, but I cannot sit around and play fucking Minesweeper while there's hella people coming through local. That's just like asking to lose my ship. So I need to go deeper. I need to find another fucking area. I actually just need to, like, just keep following my like line that I set up for myself, because this is too close to active space. These are some of the same people that were coming and going. They probably know who I like. They're probably back to fucking scan me down and shit. So I'm just out of here, bro. Nah, I don't trust myself to fucking catch their fucking scan probes. A lot of times the people will have these sites bookmarked, scanned down already, so they can just drop on you, and that's like, especially in these like owned areas of spaces, that like this area is clearly like a higher traffic area. There's people in active fucking alliances that are mining and doing exactly what I'm doing, and I'm legitimately stealing from their corporations right now. Like these are like little resource places that people that are in their corporation are supposed to scan down and, you know, get money and you know, shit for their fucking corporation. And so they have every impetus to try and track me down and to be real sussy about somebody from not in their alliance being in local. I mean, for every bit as sussy as it is to me when I see them come into local, they don't know who the fuck I am or what I'm here to do, you know? Now, I want to find a nice, quiet, dead-end system with nobody in local where I can fucking like, I don't want to see a face in local. And there's tons of those. It's not like 0-0 is crawling with people constantly. I've got a nice deep, you know, plan here, taking me ever deeper.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for all they know, I'm like an agent of their enemy, and I'm about to light a Sino and, yeah, drop a bunch of people on their territory or whatever. Like I said, I don't think any of these places are, yeah, these are all secure. So it's not like there's a hot war going on, but hey, dude, people are vigilant about this shit. That's why I want to get to a place where there's just nobody cruising by, and that's going to take me jumping deeper and deeper into 0-0. Bro, 48 hours, some nuke shit's going down. Radiation gear companies just got rush orders to have tens of thousands of suits sent to Europe within 48 hours. Isn't that because like there's a fucking nuclear plant burning right now and like in a war zone, and they're worried that it might go critical or whatever? I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, man. It's scary as fuck, but I'm not gonna sit here and wring my hands about it because it would not shock me. Literally nothing that this species does shocks me anymore, dude.
Warp drive active.
Russians supposedly cruise missiled some reactors like idiots. Yeah, well, shit gonna happen. Like, I really don't care to fucking talk about real world shit tonight, honestly. That's why I started an Eve stream and not a general, like, and that's why we're maintaining like 70 people and not 120, you know. But whatever.
Warp drive active.
I'm just not super interested in discussing politics and stuff and current events right now. Spent a lot of time streaming and doing that shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to escape a little bit of this shit. But yeah, I'm liking this. The further I go out here, the less I haven't seen a person in local and about 5 jumps, and that makes me happy. I think in the next system, if there's nobody, which there isn't, I might drop some fucking probes. All right, let's do it. Let's drop some probes.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I do wormhole extra. We started this stream, I was in wormhole space, and I scanned down some wormholes and jumped out and went back home, and then now I'm back in 0-0 again.
Warp drive active.
Looks like there's nothing here, though. Unfortunately. Unless I'm mistaken. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, there's nothing here. So on we plow, I guess. Okay.
Warp drive active.
It was a pretty awesome LGBT plus corp I was part of in Eve called Be Nice Inc. Took out a station with them. That's cool. Yeah. I was in a Goon Swarm affiliated Eve Corporation way back in the fucking day. And did some of that, like shooting at stations, and did a little bit of that stuff, and it was fun, but I don't know. I like doing this way more. And this is not the most profitable fucking thing in the world. All right, there's one cosmic signature out here. Let's, I guess we'll look at it, since once again I haven't seen somebody in a while. So we'll do that.
Warp drive active.
Karma Fleet. I was in Dreadit, which was part of, I don't know which, dude, it was a long time ago. I think it was like 2015, 2014, something like that. Maybe even before that, honestly. A long fucking time ago. I don't remember nothing about that time. All right,
Warp drive active.
yeah, test. That was the Alliance. You're right. You can see it in my character employment history. I'm pretty sure. History. Yeah. Here it is. Dreadit. Was in Dreadit for 175 salty days. Still a corp. Looks like it. Finished wars. Jesus. Yeah, they're still active. Neat. Neat. All right. Did I go to this? Yeah, I did. Okay. So now we can start looking for this shit. And we can maybe be left in peace by the locals to steal from them. so we can get good and stolen. I want to take a couple 100 million out of these little areas before I decide to go back home with anything. Or start looking for a wormhole to kind of skip home in. They got their asses beat in the last Great War you had out there. Yeah. I remember we were getting dunked on in the war that I fought in, too. Your stuff is probably accessible now. I don't have a ton of stuff, I don't think, in my any old stations. Hey, it's a data site, and it looks like it's attainable, too. So, hopefully, I'll be alone out here, and I can just calmly and slowly take my fucking time and clear this data site. Maybe get some money. That is if I can get this data site. I think I can. It looks like it's going to be okay. Paul's in outer space again. Always in outer space. Yeah, it's Care Bears Online, man. Oh, hey, look at that. All right. Come on home, probes.
Warp drive active.
We're going in. We're going in, fellas, to take a look at this Angel's data site. We'll see if there's anything worth fucking doing here. All right. Looks like there's some stuff. Let's see. Can I cargo scan these types of things? Wow. See? Bullshit. Why would they even put something like this out here that's worth 3,000 ISK? Like, that isn't even worth my time fucking going over to it and scanning it, dude. That's sad. That's real fucking lame. Real fucking lame. 3K. Give me a break. Let me see if there's another one that's worth shit. You know what I should have done? I should have double failed that so I know it was bullshit. I'll do that for this next one if it ends up being bullshit. Yeah. I'm banking. Yeah, dude, I want a dank ass blueprint. Okay, this one's half a mil. That's closer to what was that? Oh, it's because I'm running my micro warp drive for no reason. That scared me. All right. Yeah, I'll try this one just to see if I can, just for the practice of getting one of these open, because I hate this little mini game that you have to play. So you're looking for like the CPU node, which is one node on this board. There's traps like this that take your HP. It sucks. It's a shitty mini game. But I think it's designed to like take your eyes off the screen. Okay, so there's nothing over here. Let's go up this way. And I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Let's try that again. And we've got somebody in fucking local. And that is... Fuck. So shitty, man. I'm like out of here. I'm out. I'm going deeper. Looks like there's still fucking other salty travelers of the night that I gotta worry about. Who is this fucking guy too? Remember the Imperial Academy? Yeah, no thanks. Unaffiliated guy who's been in the Imperial Academy for 9 years. This is a dude, this is a pirate. This is a legit pirate right here. That's just kind of like out here looking for people like me to blow up.
Active.
9 years unaffiliated, bro. I don't buy it. It's the Emperor himself, yeah. Pirate out here cruising the deep dark. And look, he's following me too.
Active.
He's warping around. Maybe he's on the same fucking path as I am. Might actually be stream sniping. Maybe. I mean, I didn't tag this as Eve. It would be, I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe somebody that I know plays the game and is trying to fucking... But yeah, if he is stream, he can see where my, you know, my shit is, so. Oh man, look at this. Hella Vlads in local. No thank you.
Drive active.
Vlad the Fourth, Vladimir. So this is a dude with a bunch of his alts. Araxis, small scale mining. Lollipop Monopoly. Right. 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 Either way, we're getting the fuck up out. See, I don't like how fucking like trafficked this space is. To be fair, most of the schmucks and local out here are just bots. I mean, yeah, I've just learned from a long time of playing this game to err on the side of caution. It's always better to escape with your ship intact than it is with a hold worth double your ship intact. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather not lose my ship. I want to find a nice, quiet little backwater fucking system. How far can they follow you? I mean, they're going to have a hard time following me, I'm going to be honest, unless they're sitting in something like I'm flying. There's no way that anybody's going to be able to keep up with me. Now, following me, that's a whole nother thing. Like, if somebody's watching the stream or whatever, they're going to be able to follow me until I, you know, they'll be able to follow me until they find me, because it's right here where I'm at, right up here in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Gives them all the information they need to know to search me down and come get me. You know, it's pretty dangerous to play this way, but I really don't care about losing a cheetah. I'm willing to charge one to the game to have a little fun. Weed and video games go together like PBs and J's, yeah.
Warp drive active.
Remember when someone called you unhinged in one of the last Highdeologies? Yeah, dude. Totally fucking unhinged, bro.
Warp drive active.
And a Russian agent, too. This is what Russian agents are doing right now. We're all playing EVE Online going, "Da, comrade." Yeah, I would have to. It's ridiculous. Like streaming this game has always been a very, very shady prospect.
Drive active.
Because of, you know, you have to cover so much of the screen. You have to like keep, like, I would have to keep this like covered with a UI element, and then I would have to keep, I don't know. I'd have to keep, yeah, the planet names covered like over here. So this would have to be covered by a UI element or put on a different screen maybe. So that would be possible, but it's more trouble than I want to like go through.
Warp drive active.
You're one of the first people I subscribed to. That's cool. I think you think I'm TJ, Jet Jones. Weren't you the guy that thought I was TJ earlier? Have you been assuaged of that? That misinterpretation of events, my good man? Are you aware that I am Paul's ego? I'm not TJ. We discover this part of space in the name of Mother Russia. Yeah, yeah, we do. We do, comrade.
Warp drive active.
Great stream, Scotty. Whoa, what is this? The amazing who? The amazing Asian bro guy? Huh? Who is this guy? Man, I can't even be in the same system with all his piercings. Look at this shit. The amazing Asian bro guy. Fuck me. Oh man. Mining Alt V. Yeah, right, bro. You're a mining alt for sure. Probably is, but still, I'm too suspect. We're not stopping in any of these places.
Warp drive active.
It's a work, dude. Everything's a work, Matt. You just have to accept it, you know? So, let's see. I think the next signal I see, I'm going to try and scan down. All right, let's do it. Keep an eye on local. Make sure there's nobody fucking coming.
Warp drive active.
Let's see if we can get ourselves something scanned down. Oh. It's gonna act if the new mechanic of getting your stuff back retroactive. The player-owned station, my T3, blah 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 blah. I don't know, dude. You're asking the wrong guy. I come and go so much from this, I don't even really understand. Can we see your character's portrait expanded? I think so, yeah. I think I can show you guys that. If I'm not mistaken. I don't... It used to be in here. Is it in the skills thing? Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know how I can show you that. Oh, character sheet. Yeah, this is character sheet, but... Character. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? Let's see. It is time. It is time. It's all at work. They just wanted to see my home station. No! It was a work. I got worked. Son of a bitch. Fiddly fuck. It was all a big giant work from the start. You can right click on yourself in local and inspect. Oh, yeah. There you go. Here I be. I've kind of like turned into a smug looking bastard over the years. I don't remember there being a smirk on my face the last time I looked at this, but maybe my character has just started. Oh yeah, this is kind of funny. This was back when I was trying to scam this role-playing bunch. There's like this role-playing group that I was trying to scam. Like I wanted to scam them out of money and stuff. And so I started doing this role play stuff. But it never made me a lot of money. But I came up with these like names, this name for myself. It's like these titles. Oh boy, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love a game that at least lets you be audacious. And the role players were too smart for me. They were all too smart. None of them would fall for it. It really is all a work, man. I know. Oh shit, it's a wormhole. I don't really want a wormhole, to be honest with you. I don't want to jump into a goddamn worm's hole. So we'll move on down the road.
Active.
Not at all how I thought your character would look. I mean, they don't really have like a big beardy option in this game. There's no big beardy guy in this game. It kind of sucks. So you looking for blueprints to make a stronger ship or a faster one? I don't. Dude, Jet Jones. I think Jet Jones is fucking trolling. It's a work, dude.
Warp drive active.
Who's this guy that doesn't even have a picture? Man, hell no, dude. Nope. Don't want to be in the same system with that guy. Yeah, dude. Get a profile pic, you fucking loser.
Warp drive active.
Oh man, dude, all of this jumping and I can't find a comfy, snug little piece of fucking home to be in. All this jumping around. And for what? To end up in this fucking backwater piece of shit system with Samlo? Dude, I am deep. Look how deep in 0-0 I've been, dude. I've been sitting here doing nothing but jumping all night. Look at this. Looking for a fucking look at this. I'm in a backwater, man. I'm out here in the middle of fucking God's unexplored nothing. Look at all this shit. This garbage out here. And for what? Huh? To have to share breathing room with this fucking person? Let's take a look. Nah, man. No. What is this? Fucking... Let's look at this corp. What's the description? Oh, man. Pirate. Oh, boy. Man, they're doing wars on each other now. They're in wars with this pirate fucking shit. Man, no. No. She's probably thick. She's probably deadly. She's probably fully fucking deadly. Probably working on scanning me down right now. But I'm cloaked. So good luck with that. Well, I feel like that this has really kind of convinced me that, and maybe I'm wrong, but I really feel like exploration is not something that you can really kind of safely do anymore. I feel like if you really want to be snug as a bug in a rug, you can't explore anymore. And it looks like that a lot of the shit's not really worth much. Game looks too complex for your primitive brain. It's really not all that complex. People make fun of this game because it's got a lot of menus and crap, and but it really isn't that. It's just it's different from most of the games that people have played.
Warp drive active.
Commentary reminds me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, I just want to find us. I just want to find a tiny little patch of space with nobody in it. And fucking all night, I've been flying around and I've been denied. I've been told over and over again, no, Paul. You gotta fucking share space with Samlo. The suspect dude that was war decked in 2018 by an anti-pirate organization in HighSec. Okay. Yeah, hang out with this person. You know, that seems like a bad social decision, but what is my choice? Like, what choice do I have? I have traveled far and I've traveled wide. I found what I thought were empty systems, and then all of a sudden it just became crowded up in here. Go to Conid. I mean, that's fucking way... Dude, I'm nowhere near Conid, bro. Am I? Let me see. Where am I? Where the fuck is Conid? Like out here? Dude, I would love that. Look, dude, there's a long ass jump that'll take me all the way out there, and I'm not far from it. There's these two long fucking jumps here that bridge all around the outside edge of space. That, dude, I could really like chart a course and be all the way up north super fast. Or all the way down south, I guess. I'm close to the fucking highway, is what I'm saying. Period basis. Here's Delve. I think I was living at Fountain, if I'm not mistaken, when I was living out in 00. Oh, it's low sec. Yeah, dude, I don't want to be in low sec. I want to be in the middle of nowhere. But I feel like the farther out here I get, the more fucking idiots I see. I see more Samlos. It's like everywhere I go, I see the Samlos. Anyway, thanks for chilling with me, those of you that did. I actually just wanted to kind of like test OBS and had a huge fucking update. And I didn't want to have it catch me with my pants down next time I need to actually stream something. But it was fun. I smoked a doob, traveled around, and literally gained nothing all night. Pretty nice. Anyway, it was fun. See you guys next time.